Hola mis serenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Serenita, and today we're doing a review, swatches, and comparisons of Artist Couture's Supreme Bronze palette. This palette came out a while back. When it first launched, I got it, but I just haven't had a time to do it till now. And I am going to do some comparison swatches of the Supreme Nude. So this one has been out for at least a year and a half, I want to say, probably longer. I might be wrong about that, but this has been out for a while, and they just came out with this one. He just came out with this one, and I want to do some comparisons because both of them are basically neutral palettes. There are a lot of similarities between each other. I think the only difference between packaging is this one, the Supreme Nude, which is the original. This is black, with gold, and this is like bronze, that little glare of that little bronze gold type of packaging. And it does say Supreme Bronze Artist Couture Eyeshadow and Pressed Pigment Palette. In the back it just tells all the ingredients. Cruelty free and vegan. Assembled in the Dominican Republic. It's made in the bulk made in the USA. That's what it says. I believe this is like $36. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to leave all the information in the description box because, for the life of me right now, I can't remember what the heck it costed. Because you guys already know, I set it and forget it. I just order it, comes, and then I look at it, and I'm like, okay, put it to the side and decide when I want to wear, neutrals. For the most part, I don't really wear a lot of neutrals in, every day, sort of thing. There are days sometimes that I want to wear neutrals, and it's very rare. So I don't have a lot of neutral palettes in my collection. I have a ton of colorful palettes, more than neutrals, definitely. So I want to show you guys that this is how the Supreme Bronze, it's just very plastic packaging, just very clean looking. Matter of fact, I've got a whole bunch of my my little hand smudges, fingerprint smudges everywhere. When you open it up, because it's very similar to the Supreme Nude, see how the packaging is exactly the same. Just like, it might as well be twins, right? But the difference is when you open up and you look at the color stories. Of course, both of the palettes have this Artist Couture frosted film on top of the mirror. And I love that because when you do tutorials and stuff like that, it helps to have that right there. And you're like, okay, it's not glaring against the whole lighting. So this is the actual color story. I love this color story. When I first saw it, when they were promoting it and stuff, I just had to order it. For the most part, Artist Couture, I've had some bad experiences with some of the palettes. Some of the palettes just haven't lived up to my expectation. But the nude ones, the nude ones are nice. I really recommend the Supreme Nude ones. And this one, I really recommend because I used it today and I was like, I like my eye look. I didn't do a tutorial, you guys. I just didn't. I haven't been having enough time to do all that stuff. But I will tell you guys what color I used on my eyes today. So I used Taupeless. I don't even think that's a word, but it's Taupeless. Taupeless is my transition shade. I used Glisten right here, which is a gorgeous taupe shimmer with glitter in it, as my overall lid. I used Bake, which is a dark matte brown at my outer corner. And I did use some of that black that's called Shady, which is a dark matte black, to sort of smoke it out more darker and, deepen it. And then lastly, I use HBIC, which I'm not sure what that stands for, but it is like a golden bronze type of shimmer and has very clear glitter, gold glitter throughout it. And I use that down here. And then I used Sand, which is this champagne vanilla type of shimmer. That's my inner corner highlight. So this palette is so gorgeous. In person, it's really cute. Honestly, I wouldn't see myself using Mirage ever, but you guys already know, those are the lightest shades don't draw me in. They don't capture my attention. I just don't want to use them at all. Sunkissed, oh, y'all know how hard it was for me to say no to Sunkissed. Look at this. Look at the richness of that orange. I wanted to die. I wanted to use it. But I was like, I'm wearing this. I can't do orange. And I really didn't want to go and get something else to wear because I was like, you know what? I'm pressed for time. I need to get stuff out of the way. I have a lot of stuff to catch up on. And it's just so much with the kids to have to find the time. I swear every single time I try to find the time, and I have one kid will say, are you going to make another video? I haven't made a video in over 5 days. And y'all over here acting like I make one every single day. Get out of my face. it's like the time right there. All of a sudden, mom is over here doing 5 videos per day. I don't know what it is with these kids, but whatever. We're going to let that slide. So I'm just going to jump into the swatches real quick for you guys. And then after I'm done with these swatches, I'm going to swatch the Supreme Nudes on this arm for you guys. We're just going to do a little side-by-side comparison like that. I will do like side-by-side palette comparison as well, apart from the swatches, you know, just to get it out the way. I'm not going to do the Supreme Nudes one by one. Matter of fact, Supreme Nudes, I never made any review on it. Nothing like that, because I don't know, I just never got around to it. There are so many videos on that palette, it's ridiculous. But if you guys do want one, just let me know in the comments and I will do it. It's just, there's just so many of that one. It's an old palette. It's like a year something old palette. You know, I figured nobody's going to want to watch that video. I'm going to start right here, you guys, and go clear across each row till we get to the end. I don't think it's going to be that long because it's honestly, it's only like, what, 4, 8, 12 shadows. 12 yeah, 12 shadows. That's it. First one is called Mirage. And Mirage is just this very vanilla type of matte. It's really light. I don't really like these shades. It reminds me of that light color that I just watched yesterday in another palette. The video that I did yesterday. I can't remember. You guys are going to see that video first before you see this one. But yeah. It's just very light vanilla matte. And I'm not crazy about those type of shades. Taupeless is this taupe matte. Really close to my skin tone. So I'm probably going to have to give you guys another swatch in the inside of my hand. But look at that. You can see it. Yeah, you can see it. I thought you can. Well, in person, I can barely see it, honestly. But on the viewfinder, I can see it. So either way, I'm going to give you guys right here on the inside of my hand. It is grainy and dry. I didn't have any problems with it on my eyelid when I was like, you know, blending it out. I had no problems at all. But it does feel kind of dry on the dry end. Glisten is such a gorgeous taupe shimmer, you guys. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow because it's not really a thick consistency. It's a very light, sheer kind of background, and you kind of have to build it up to get that intensity. But look how gorgeous it is. I hope you guys are getting what I see in person because it is taupe, but it has all these like silver kind of taupe type of glitters, and it's gorgeous. It's so freaking gorgeous. And like I said, you just have to build it up. It's not that it's like not, you know, bringing the pigmentation. It does have to be, you have to build it up to get that intensity. But once it's there, it's like, oh, I love it. And then you have Shady right here. And Shady, I can already tell it feels very dry. I'm already trying to like, you have to build it up obviously too, because right now I'm rubbing it on and it's like building up to a really good pigmented matte. I am seeing some type of patchy right here, but I think that's just because it's super dark. And like I said, it's a dry formula, but look at that. It's a really good black. I honestly added very, very little right here in the corner just to like sort of darken that, deepen that little corner up. And I went really light. Like I seriously went like this and tap, tap, tap and just like built up that little corner right there. I wouldn't recommend to go straight in, because if you go straight in, y'all gonna be looking like dirty pirates, and don't come telling me nothing. I don't want to know nothing. In the next row, we have Sand right here. Sand is so freaking gorgeous. It is just this very intense champagne. Oh God, I love that. It's a shimmer, so it's very, very pretty. Look how blinding it is. That's a perfect inner corner highlight. That'd be perfect on the overall lid completely. I'd love to see that. That would be so pretty. Next we have HBIC. I'm not 100% sure what that stands for. Honestly, it just threw me off because I just noticed it. When I was doing my makeup earlier, I don't really look at, you know, names and stuff, so I wouldn't know what to tell you guys. When I sit down and actually do swatches or tutorials, that's when I actually look the names of the shades and I'm like, why is it called that? But look how beautiful that is. It's like a bronze gold, and it has these very bright yellow gold glitter in it. Like actual, it's like a shimmer with glitter. And it is gorgeous. Let me tell you, I used it down here and I was like, oh, look at that. Next we have Glided. This is such a gorgeous shade. Look at that. If there was like ever such an intense metallic gold, like melted gold. That's it right there. That's the one. This is the one. I love this one. It's so freaking pretty. Look at that. It's a shimmer. Oh god, that's a beautiful, beautiful gold. And then you have Tantalize. This one reminds me between like a, maybe like a rust and then a bronze, because it's like a reddish sort of bronze tone. It is a shimmer as well. It's so freaking pretty. Look at that. I love that. And a lot of these shimmers, I'm going to tell you guys, with the exception of this golden tone right here, the ones that I'm doing so far, they are a drier type of solid shimmers. They're not like buttery smooth shimmers. These are the ones that like tug at your skin. Not in a comfortable way, don't get me wrong. It's just you have to kind of work for it a little bit. It's not a huge deal to me. I just want to let you guys know it's not going to exactly smooth away. It's not going to like buttery smooth application. You're going to be like, okay, I got it. In the next row, we have that Sun Kiss shade. This one does feel dry and gritty. Yeah, it is super dry and gritty. But look at that color. And it does look a little bit patchy on the side, just letting you guys know. But look at that. Oh my god, it's like this deep pumpkin orange shade of my dreams. I love it. Next you have Toasty. This one does feel dry too. I noticed that in a lot of my couture palettes that I've had, his formulas of the mattes are more dry and gritty. It's not that they lack pigmentation, they don't. They just feel very dry. They're not like soft mattes or anything like that, or a normal matte. They're like kind of rough. I don't want to say you're gonna, you know, destroy your eyelid or anything like that, but I did notice that because I bought the Caliente palette and I experienced that in my Caliente palette, and then I experienced that in my Supreme Nudes, and I was like, this must be just consistent with his formula in general, you know, with the company. Next you got Soul. This is such a gorgeous yellow. Look at that. Ooh, girl. That's super pretty. I love that. It is flaky. It does have like some type of fallout, but look at that. Look at that. You guys, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? I love that. That's such an intense shade. Lastly, we have Baked, and Baked is that dark matte brown that I used as my like outer right here. It is super freaking pretty. I love it. Definitely a buildable brown, which I love because it wasn't just like straight up dark matte brown. I did have to add it a couple times, and I love it. I love when colors are buildable like that because I feel like you can work with them a lot more, versus that a lot of times, like let's say for a black, you know, you just like put it on there, you're like, oh, I'm not saving this. I'm not saving this. No. It's harder, but at least with buildable shades, you're able to like, okay, that's good. You know, I don't want it more intense than that. You're able to work with them a lot better, versus that when you put it on, you're like, ooh, oh, I should have tapped. I should have tapped. So those are all the shades in this bronze palette. And hopefully, I don't know, I like it, you guys. I liked it today. I honestly love the look that I create. It's like, it's pretty. It's simple. It's practical. It's neutral. You know, if you guys like those type of neutrals, you guys are going to love this one. I heard a lot of good reviews on the Supreme Nudes one. That's why I decided not to do a review on it, because I was like, you know, there's so many reviews on it and everybody seemed to love it. So I was like, there's no need for me to do it, you know. But if you guys want me to do it, I'll do it. It's like, I see no need. It's an old palette, you know. So real quick, we're going to do a little side-by-side comparison of both palettes. This is the Supreme Nude palette right here. So you guys see that this one is just neutral, but it's more of a like a grungy green, I don't know, goldish type of thing going on. And this one just obviously has more. Honestly, when I saw this new one, I straight up thought Halloween because of that gold, that orange right here, you know. But look at the one on top is the Supreme Nude. So that one's been around for a long. That's the OG one. And then he came out with this one right here, the bottom one, which is the Supreme Bronze. Now, I honestly think you can get away with having both because they're so freaking different. You might have like Silhouette looks really close to Taupless right there. Transcend looks a lot like Toasty. And then, of course, this one doesn't have a black. This one has a black. This one has a far darker brown than this brown right here. And I think those are the only two colors that really, like, you know, stand out to me to say, okay, honestly, they are exactly alike. Even Mirage is nothing like Exposed. Exposed is the lightest shade in here, and Exposed is more of a peachy type of nude. This one's a straight up vanilla, like white on the white end, right? Stripped is so freaking light. These two, I'm not crazy about these two, but the rest of the shades on this top, I'm digging it. Especially Supreme. Like Supreme, oh, y'all see that green? It's gorgeous. It's like this mossy green with like all these light green glitters throughout it. I love his this type of formula that he has right here, that glitter type of shimmer. I'm in love with that type of formula that he creates in his palettes. I wanted to get that spring one that he did, but I never got to get it because I was like, you know what? I got enough pastels. I don't know. Should I get it? Like, don't answer that. So, real quick, you guys, I'm going to swatch all the ones from the Supreme Nudes on this arm right here, right? And then we're going to do a little side-by-side comparison like that so you guys could see, you know, the difference, if there is any. You know, I personally think you can get away with both, but, you know, I'm going to let you guys decide. It is your money, and it is wherever you guys want it or not. Spend it how you want to. So let me do that real quick. So real quick, you guys, let me just remind you that these are the shades in the new bronze palette. And these are all the shades in the Supreme Nudes one. So this is the OG one. Look at that green. Like, come on, you guys. Was I right? Look at So, I don't know. I don't think they look alike. Honestly, I was doing some of the swatches, and even the ones that I did think that they looked alike, they actually don't look alike at all, which is good, right? The Supreme Nude one, the OG is on top, the new one's on the bottom. But yeah, it's not actually not alike at all. Even the ones that I thought they were kind of similar, I was actually blown away. This one does look a little similar to this one, but even then, that one has a little bit more of a yellow undertone. This one just has more of a brown. Which other one that I said it kind of looked alike? Yeah, you guys, there's not a lot of similar ones. It's really surprising that I was like, you know what? This is actually good, though. Because like I said, you guys could totally get away with the one that... you could totally get away with owning bows. Because they're not that, you know, close to each other as you would think. So that's good in a way. I like that. And I really like that this one had that green in there. These shimmers in here are so freaking pretty. I wasn't too crazy about some of these. Like I said, these mattes right here. That matte, this one. That one's like really light actually when you swatch it. And I was like, what is that? But the other ones are super nice in here. And I have this for a while. I've had this for a while. I'm just probably going to give this away to my sister because... she likes neutral. She's a neutral person. She wears it all the time. But then I was like, no, I don't want to give away that one. I don't know. But I really like this new one. It's really pretty, you guys. I really recommend it. Totally get it. I like, even for just the shimmers. Look at Glisten is such a gorgeous taupe shade. That Glided is, and this Soul. Oh my God. Like, look at that. And just Sunkiss is my jam all the way. I loved it. I love that palette. It's cute. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.